got a surprise for you all. You're not gonna believe it. Ready? You ready? Yeah. Yeah. We have a microphone. You can all thank my sister for this. She was tired of seeing me use water bottles and deodorant. So my recorder, obviously I had to record it this entire time. It was just ugly, which is why I didn't like holding it. And also if I moved it around too much, like because it was a recorder, not a microphone, it wasn't very like evenly split, like the way it would record. So I just wouldn't use it. But now look at me. Oh, we are so back. I have tea about twice a day and I'm feeling kind of crazy right now. Should I go for a third? I'm kind of interested in having some more tea. Do you want to come along with me? You do? Let's go. Oh, too high. I had so much energy and I did that and it's all gone now. As we all know, it is the beginning of the year. It's January 2025. I'm 26 years old, which means nothing, actually. I take back what I just did. My age means nothing. I'm 26 years old, and I feel a little bit crazy right now. There's a lot of things going on. Aside from the fires, there's been a lot going on with me personally, and also with the way I'm feeling about work and the way I'm feeling about myself. It feels like right now there's just a big shift happening. And something I've been thinking about a lot recently, maybe because of therapy, maybe just because I'm getting older. I feel like after I turned 26, my prefrontal really like locked in a way that like the girlies were talking about, but I was always like, yeah, okay, sure. But truly, like, I feel like my birthday hit and I was like, oh, when I was younger, I would tolerate a lot because I was trying to be nice or I was trying to like make other people feel good. Like I actually don't have time to deal with this. I don't want to. And so I just don't. But something else that kind of like I think happened after I turned 26, and again, maybe it's just also because it's the shift that's happening in my life, whatever. I don't really know. I don't know what triggered it. But I feel like I've really identified with this idea of me being like I've not always, but for a very long time I've struggled with being sad. And I think that like I've gotten very comfortable in that. Like me, sadness, we're like that. Sometimes it doesn't even like bother me anymore. Like I think I can get pretty existential at times, which is where it gets really bad. But for the most part, I'm like, yeah, I'm sad. Yeah. But that's just like normal. I'm just like, yeah, just another day. I'm sad. I listen to sad music all the time, but it does feel good. It's not like these things haven't been conscious. It's just obviously what kind of comes with it, I guess, if you struggle with depression. But like I've been really comfortable all my life with talking about sad things, watching sad content, listening to sad music. It's all been so normal to me. And I think along with that, right, I've been called mysterious multiple times in my life. And I've always liked it. I don't know if anyone who has ever seen me or called me mysterious and has seen my reaction. I may have acted like, me? What? What did I do? Mysterious? No, I'm an open book. I knew exactly. I know how I come across, and I definitely always liked being called mysterious. It's been like a badge of honor to me for some reason. And I think that I'm kind of over it. I said this to my friend last year. It's like not changed, this feeling, but I'm really tired of being miserable. I'm like really, really tired of it. I'm over it. And I said that to them and they were like, I don't think that's how that works. Like, I'm done with this, turning it off. It's not how it works. I haven't magically stopped being sad since I've had this thought. However, I think for the first time ever, I'm really, really not trying to sink into my sadness anymore. Like, I think it's good to feel sad feelings. I think a lot of people are scared of feeling sad feelings, and I'm very grateful that I'm not, because I think there's a level of like unhealthiness that comes with being happy all the time. Same thing with being sad, of course, but like I'm glad that I feel comfortable in this because I think it's gonna make feeling happy easier. I don't know if that's right. Not easier, but like I feel like people who are happy all the time and that they don't like facing the sad emotions, it's a lot harder for them to get to that point, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's 1 a.m. But I really, really want to be happy in a way that feels very like consistent, and in a way where someone can ask me how I'm feeling or doing, and my like initial instinct, I'm so over my initial instinct being like, yeah, it's not, like, especially because I have so many good things happening in my life, and I think that's been a big part of this sort of journey of mine and this era of mine is I don't even think I give myself the chance to feel happy feelings. I'm like, oh, it's so foreign to me and it can never happen for me. I'm just not the person who's meant to be happy, so I'm gonna be sad. So like if someone asks me how I'm doing, maybe I've had a relatively okay day that day, I'm still gonna lean towards like the negatives and like focus on the negative feelings of the day. And I'm over it. I feel like it's not helping me. It's like definitely like draining, I'm sure, for other people to have to interact with me in this like mindset all the time. And yeah, that's kind of been my vibe recently. My tea, I haven't drank any of it. I was waiting for it to cool down. It's too cold now. Whatever. Yes. How have I been doing that? Well, I started therapy, immediately had that ripped right out from under me. This always happens. I think I'm cursed sometimes, and I'm trying not to let myself believe that because I do think that my words have power, and I think I create my reality, whether it's like, some cosmic force that's allowing that to happen, or like I'm saying things so like subconsciously I'm making those things happen. Regardless, sometimes I think I'm cursed. And every single time I have tried to get a therapist, and I've tried so hard, and I think sometimes I talk to people and they think I'm just not trying that hard. I've tried very hard, and every single time I've had a therapist, for some reason, gone. Like insurance, I move, who knows, whatever happens, it's like the world doesn't want it to happen for me. So maybe that's partially why I'm like I need to take things into my own hands, because I'm not meant to have a therapist apparently. Yeah, I don't even know why I brought therapy up. I've tried therapy and I think it's good being able to sort of like hear myself sometimes, hear how I'm talking about things, just having someone to like bounce ideas off of, really. And I think it's good because sometimes it can be hard to find that in friends. Sometimes friends are just fun, and not everybody wants to talk about your mental health. Some people do. And that's another thing. I'm very grateful to have friends who actually do want to talk to me about that stuff, like quite often. So I think I need to like just be like grateful. I don't know. I need to focus on being grateful more. I think when I think back to times in my life where I really, really was happy, like consistently for a while, I'd be like, yeah, I'm happy right now. I was also the most grateful I've ever been. And I think I've allowed myself to not be grateful for too long. So I'm gonna bring back that gratefulness journal. I think I like made a video about it. Yeah, I was talking about my higher self. I need to bring that back. That energy. Whew. And I need to be fair to myself, and not beat myself up too much, or like be like, you've been doing a bad job being whatever. I have had the hardest 2 years. Not hardest in the hardest mental wise. My mental health these past 2 years, no bueno. And I think that it's fair for me to have been upset. Yes, so I'm not discounting that, but I I would like to not feel like this anymore. I would like to. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is another thing. I wrote down notes and I completely forgot about them. I think another reason I've been feeling kind of like, I don't know, part of my like whole sad girl thing is life gets really predictable at some point. From the pandemic till now, probably actually. With some spurts in between, things have felt so predictable and the days have felt so the same. And I had intervals, right? Like when I moved to Vancouver, very good for me. When I moved out of my parents' house, very good for me. Like just changing things up, changing my location, changing people I'm around, like having something different to do, like just creating variety in my days. Really, really good for me. Yeah, there's this quote from her that I really resonated with when I first heard it, and it made me so sad. The quote was, I'll put it up here.
I think I've felt everything I'm ever gonna feel. And from here on out, I'm not gonna feel anything new.
I felt everything I'm going to feel. And I heard that and I almost, if not, maybe I sobbed. It made me distraught because I think it was like hearing for the first time something that I'd felt for a really long time, but I guess I just never said it out loud or didn't know how to say it. But I was like, I have felt every emotion I'm going to feel. Granted, when I watched this movie, I think I was like 22. So, maybe 21. I don't even know if I was 22 yet. That definitely wasn't true, but it felt so true in the moment. And it just made me feel like I can't enjoy anything. Everything's the same. Everybody's so predictable. That was another thing. And I don't know why I felt this so strongly. Maybe this is also normal. Like when you have like good rapport with someone and you're friendly with a person, you kind of like, get into a rhythm in your conversation. And to me at the time I took it as just like this person's so predictable. I know everything everyone's gonna say before they say it. And it's like, okay, calm down. Because like to an extent, yeah, I'm like, I know how someone's going to respond. I kind of find comfort in that now. I don't know what pissed me off about it so much before. But like I have not felt everything I'm gonna feel, even now. From the time I said that to now, I have gone through emotions I didn't even know existed. So who knows what's to come. I'm very excited to feel them. I think too, part of my problem back then was like I always felt numb. I was very numb to like everything, happy moments, sad moments, but I felt the sad ones more. And I think that was also my problem. It's like I didn't feel anything unless it was like some sort of like pain or like depression or like loss, heartbreak, whatever. I felt so, I don't know, maybe that's part of the reason I like got used to it too, is because I would sit in it so much because I was like, this is the only thing I'm like, I'm not feeling anything, but at least I'm feeling this. It's something to feel. I felt so numb for so long and I don't really know why to this day. Therapy could maybe help me with that if I could find a therapist. If I could find one. What I need is insurance that I'm getting on my own, not relying on an employer because these bitches are whatever. Also, this time reminded me of like Everything Everywhere All at Once, where I watched that and I also very much resonated with it. And at some point they say,
if nothing matters, then all the pain and guilt you feel for making nothing of your life goes away.
I think I get so caught up in my head, the fact that these are the things that were resonating with me, I just think too much. I think way too much about everything. And it's just really, I don't know. It's made me get lost and overcomplicate things. Happiness to me felt/feels complicated, but I think it's actually very simple. I know it's very simple because I know what makes me happy at the end of the day. Even that I overcomplicate sometimes. It's very simple. If I focus on my feelings, I know exactly how I'm feeling, even though sometimes I'm like, what am I feeling? I don't know. Because a lot of things really are just not that complicated. So I'm kind of on this journey this year to kind of figure myself out in that way. I've already seen a difference, honestly. Even I think just having this as like a goal has sort of like taken off a lot of pressure for me in a lot of areas because I think in all of this mental mess, I just got so angry. I don't know, I guess I just didn't know where to release some of these feelings, or like I let so many things slide to the point where I would overcomplicate things and like get mad at people like kind of incongruently to like whatever it was that like whatever they did, because I wouldn't just be like, oh, I don't like that in the moment. I'm talking in circles, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I really want to be happy, and I think I just need to kind of be grateful and be aware of the like positive things that are happening to me on like a daily basis. And I also need to vary my days in terms of what I'm doing, but also have some sort of routine. Like I've been like I cannot call what I've been doing running. I got literally a walking treadmill, like ones people have under their desk so they can like walk and work. And I've managed to make myself jog on it. So I jog a little bit in the mornings now, which I think like already kind of like does a little something new for my brain. Like I never jog. So that's like adding something to my day. And then I have reorganized my room. So that's like, and like now I'm in a different space, kind of, it feels like. And I'm like, I have my hobbies. I have so many hobbies that I kind of just, switch between. Yeah, I'm trying. And I know I'm gonna get there eventually because I'm working towards it. I truly believe if you work towards something, eventually you're gonna have to get there. Yeah, I think being a sad girl, as much as it did for me as a teenager, young adult, because it definitely did help me get through a lot of things. I do think I'm kind of over it. I want to be happy, and I don't want my life to go by me anymore. Like I think I forget so much of my recent past because so much of what I do is like distractions, just trying to help me get through the day. And I do that because, obviously I'm not loving where I'm at right now with like my work situation or whatever it is, whatever is happening that I don't like in the moment. But it's just like this negative loop that just keeps going and going. And so I must change it. I'm making this video so I can keep myself accountable. You can keep me accountable too. It's like, man, I just spent so much of my young life just not being able to enjoy anything. And a lot of it really, really was not controllable. Like, I promise I'm not like, I feel like sometimes the way I talk about myself makes me sound like I was just like moping around, I'm sulking, whatever. I really tried really hard in the midst of all of this to like, what's the word? Like, I was always like going, seeing my friends, hanging out with people. I always went to my classes. Like, I did everything I was supposed to do, right? But I think that when it came to me and taking care of myself and my brain and me spiritually as like a soul, I just do not think I actually have been doing that. And I think those things come with like a lot, just like perspective sometimes. I don't know. I'm talking in circles. I think I've lost a little bit of the plot. Anyways, being the sad, mysterious, cool girl. Let me take out cool. Nobody has ever called me that before. Some people have, but not a lot. Being like the mysterious, quiet, like melancholic girl. Not my vibe. Not my vibe anymore. My vibe, here are the words I want to feel for myself. I want other people to describe me as cool, chill, which, can kind of like, I would say is like teetering the line of the like mysterious girl, but I think it could be like chill vibes without being like sad. Chill, smart, cool, chill, smart, happy. I need to go to bed. It's 1:33 a.m. I didn't even know that. Why? That's fine. Alright, bye. Thank you for watching. And keep me accountable, please. I want to be happy.